Hi, this is Ernie. I'm the guy who had $6 in his checking account to now having millions of dollars. And as part of the series of Path to Financial Freedom, I'm going to talk about the first one, having the commitment. And one of the most common challenges that I've seen is getting your husband or wife to agree to make that commitment. Especially when husband is the type that's always out, having boys' night out, or they play golf, or they have to get the newest gadgets. And the wife is a shopaholic, or she needs to do retail therapy. Getting them on board is very, very challenging. But one of the ways to get over that, especially somebody who's doing a lot of retail therapy, is if you were to look at my video, have them find deals so that they are excited about finding deals and get a thrill out of it, and have them buy more so that you'll be able to sell them at Facebook Marketplace so that you could recoup all that money. So in reality, you shop for free. Another thing that I hear a lot is, and I'll explain in detail, it's a communication style, right? So there is a concept called social style. You can look it up. You could even do a test and assessment with your wife or husband. But pretty much is what he says is the way I communicate is very different than how my wife communicates. So when we try to buy a different house before, if I were to tell her, she's what we call emotional person, right? I forget the term that they use. But if I were to tell her, hey, this is the amount of money we need, this is the type of mortgage payments, but this area, it grows at 23%, housing market is growing, or price is growing at 23%, and over the next couple of years, we'll be able to get this type of return. That does not register to her. That just goes, whoosh, because that's not how she talks. She's more of a, what we call emotional person, meaning, rather than that, the way I need to communicate is, if we were to get that house, again, let's not worry about the finance part. But when your sister and mom come with her niece, they don't have to stay at a hotel. They can spend more quality time together in the house. They get to spend more time with our kids. And this is going to be a very special bonding time. Then she said, oh, that is very interesting. I really want that. So that's how you convince them to do something you want them to do. And this is a practice that's commonly used in management consulting. So there's a good possibility that when you try to convince your spouse to make that commitment to save and invest and pay off the credit card debt, drive a modest car, you're possibly not talking to her in her language. We're not talking about English. This is the social style language. And this one you might agree, and you might say, oh my God, that's my wife or that's my husband. There is a social style called amiable. They will not make a decision by themselves, not even with you. But if all her close friends or family members say, hey, you should do this one, it really makes sense. Then she said, man, all the people I trust are telling me the same thing. Yeah, okay, I'll do it. It's pain in the butt, but your job then becomes going to her or his close friends or family members and convince them to convince her that this is the right way to do it. Because without getting that confirmation from her trusted people, she or he will never do it. Hopefully this is useful. Go try it, not with maybe budgeting and cutting expenses, but go try it with something else. And there's a bunch of kids like trying to be part of the video. But try it and see how effective it is, because in management consulting, it works. With my wife and a lot of the people that I've helped out, especially close friends and family members, it has worked. So hopefully you'll have a little more luck when you speak their language to be on this journey of achieving that financial freedom. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll chat again next week. Bye-bye.